Was the first thing he said?
Yeah, he said attack, don't be aggressive. He said their bigs got slow feet, honestly. That's the exact words he told me.
Their big what?
Their bigs got slow feet.
Oh.
Thanks.
When Siva went out with 2 fouls really early on, I mean, did you know that you were going to have to play that many minutes for her in the first half?
I kind of did, with just how I've been contributing lately. I know Coach didn't want to risk him getting his 3rd foul, and he almost got his 3rd foul early in the second half. They called a charge, but I just felt like I had to go out there and contribute.
I feel like, were you feeling it in your legs when being out there that long?
I feel like I kind of got into the game as the minutes kept going by, honestly. And I saw things that Russ was doing that I could do too, and he's always giving me tips on what to do and what not to do. So I remember one play he even told me when I waved him off. He liked when I do stuff like that, so he know I'm being aggressive. He'll back off some.
Yeah, those guys both played under the weather tonight. How are you feeling?
I got a cold, but I'm fine.
So is everybody going to be wearing like surgical masks and gloves?
Nah, we ain't sick like how Shane was last year, nothing like that. But it's just a common cold. We gotta probably take some medicine and call it a day.
When did you get sick?
I want to say early this week, like maybe Monday. Honestly,
Who was the, where you
I want to say it was
or?
Shane. Shane was the culprit. Shane's the host. Shane's the host. Shane's the culprit.
You have to drink a lot of fluids?
Yeah, fluids. Fred always tells us to hydrate anyway, so we've really been taking a lot more fluids. I'm personally, I drink a lot of orange juice, so I guess the cold didn't hit me as hard as it normally would with me not being hydrated.
Have you been doubling up your orange juice?
Yeah, I take all the orange juice that's in there, I come back with me to the room.
Why would someone have to tell you to attack? Is there a point where you're just trying to make sure you're being careful not to make mistakes?
Yeah, but at this point, Coach was telling me I need to make mistakes. Just don't go out there and just sit around and not do nothing. He's been telling me that for a while now, honestly.
Is that a good rule of thumb for the whole team? And every once in a while you guys will do something a little sloppy, and I think maybe
go out
that's
there,
okay.
Make a mistake, let Coach P yell at you, and just get past it. Honestly, he's not gonna tell you nothing wrong. He'll rather you make a mistake, and then you just going out there and doing nothing. Honestly.
So it was Packers last week, now it's the Raiders.
I'm just a big hat guy, honestly. I got a good collection of hats, a good collection of shoes. I'm really into things like that.
Siva gets 2 fouls early in the game. How does, besides just the additional minutes, how does that change what you do, what your job is the rest of the evening when he gets in that kind of foul trouble?
I had to be aggressive, because I felt like if I was just come in the game and not do anything, they would just all key in on Russ. So I felt like they had to have them guard me too, and that's really it. No problem.
Russ scored 23, then 27, and tonight 31. What's he going to do in this next game?
It's really just how his mindset is, honestly. I feel like he's playing the best basketball, but he's been playing like that all season, honestly. So his confidence is just building and building. If he reached the maximum level, it's going to be ugly for whoever's trying to guard him, honestly.
2 months ago, if Siva would have got 2 fouls, was at the 17-minute mark, do you guys think you would have performed as well as you did tonight? Do you think you would have performed and the backcourt would have performed?
No, I probably would have had butterflies in my stomach.
How much growth is that then?
I felt like I've had a lot of growth since my suspension at the Pittsburgh game. I feel like that was a wake-up call for me, honestly. I can't just be wasting another scholarship. I got to go out there and contribute and do what I need to do.
I think the lead was down to 6 at one point. You drive to the right and do the little bank shot off the glass. How big of a shot was that? I mean, that takes a lot of confidence to take a shot in that kind of situation.
Yeah, that was huge, honestly. I just felt like early in the game I was in the same situation with Tony Woods, and he kind of deflected my shot. So I feel like if I was put in the same situation, which I was, I had to switch it up a little bit, and that's why I banked it off the glass.
Coach, you mentioned when I was walking over here that Coach said they had slow feet, the Oregon bigs did. Talk a little bit about that if you can.
It was really just we had to attack, honestly, and we got some of the best guards in the country, so we got to exploit what we see, and we saw that they had slow feet. They blitzed out hard, but if we got around the screen, we saw the wide open lane because they kind of key in on you, but they don't want to leave the corner at the same time.
Have you even looked ahead to the next match at Michigan State with Gary Harris? Obviously, some good guards with Appling, and of course Duke, Quinn Cook, Solomon. You guys saw them earlier in the season. Have you started to look a little ahead already to your Elite 8 matchup?
No, we're gonna go and watch the game. Whoever wins, that's what we face. We play how we played every day. I feel like our defense wasn't our best tonight, but they had some of the quickest guards in the country, honestly. So we got to pick it up and get back to how we've been playing defense and get the job.
Siva mentioned they were able to quickly drive the ball off the court. Is that the way to kind of get around the press of you guys?
Nah, I feel like no team plays as fast as they does, honestly. I feel like we kind of contained them in the first half, but it kind of opened up more in the second half of what they really do.
Does the press change when Siva goes out, or is it as normal when you guys come in? I mean, he goes out. It dens the rotation a little bit when he's out there, not out there, I should say, for 17 minutes or so.
I kind of feel like if we didn't have these codes, it would have been fine, honestly. I usually come in around the 13, 12-minute mark, and they're out there turning the ball over before I'm even in. So I really feel like that didn't really change anything.